Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to round 7 of the ANZCAR Truck Series. I'm Mark Johansson, and I am flying solo tonight, so we will endeavour to do the best job we can. So bear with me if I do make a few boo-boos here and there. And we can see practice has just finished. We now have 5 minutes of qualifying, and we might jump out there with Lachlan. So he's just coming out of the pits to do his first lap of qualifying. Little tight track this. Very different too, in the sense that the turns are cement, and the back and front straight is asphalt. And it can get a little bit taily, and we see Lockie back in the pit, so we might jump over to Mark Smith as he comes out of the pit lane. So obviously Lachlan has made a boo-boo there on that first lap, and he may have another go, but we're watching Mark Smith in the 007 car, the Lucas Oil backed machine. And at the moment Hamish Gallagher is sitting on top with a 19.4. Stephen Williams has just jumped up into the second spot with a 19.52. Paul Drady is third at the moment, and Sean Aduki in fourth, and Ruben Phelps has just done his time, and he has jumped up into in the fifth. Mark Smith is stuck down in 12th at the moment. There's still a few cars to come out of the pit lane and have their run, but see if we can find someone else for you. Looks like there's a few guys that have decided not to do a qualifying lap. Here we are, Brad Finley, currently in 15th spot. So we've just had a lead at the top. We have now got Hamish and Josh Micklemore on the front row. So that will be a nice little battle throughout the night. And we can see here on screen Mr. Carl Whitty back with us now, deciding to have a run tonight. And Carl has managed to get himself in the 17th position. Mr. Brett Campbell, no. Looks like most of these guys are now going to see So while we don't have any cars on the track, we might just go through the track information for you. Martinsville Speedway. Just it's only a very short track, 0.49 of a mile or 790 metres. So it's not a very long track, but it is tight. You really need to watch dragging your brakes through the turns. Been told that the tyre wear will depend on how you've got your bias set tonight. Excuse me. And a lot of the guys are saying that the right rear is wearing out. So fuel-wise, they're not going to have an issue with fuel-wise, because as you can see there, they've got a fuel range of about 124 to 134 laps. So the race is only 130 laps tonight, so shouldn't be an issue there, but it will be interesting to see how they go. We might bring up the grid now. So, starting order: Hamish Gallagher, Josh Mickelmore. Row 2, Stephen Dubb and Paul Drady. Row 3, Sean Dookie, Ruben Phelps. Row 4, Simon Heddershide, Perry Akanakis. Row 5, Brenton Henderson, Kyle Turner. Watch for Kyle tonight. He's been having a very good run. Denny G and Nigel Patton round out row 6. Row 7, Norman Clark and Mark Smith. Row 8, Jack Barrett and Brett Campbell. Good to see Brett up there a little bit higher than normal, so good on him. Row 9, Carl Whitty, Brad Finley. And that is all that has decided to set a time tonight. So what we might do is we might bring up the conditions at the moment. So it's partly cloudy, but there's not a lot of cloud out there at the moment. Air temp's only 18 degrees. Track temp is still reasonably hot at 32 degrees, and humidity is 0%. So be interesting to see how this tyre wear goes in this heat. A good looking field there. Waiting for everyone to grid up, and then they'll be on their way. Good crowd in. So they'll do one more roll around lap, and they will go green next time by. So pace car is in, and we will jump up into the starter cam, but all we can see is a green flag as they're coming out of turn 4. And they're away, they're off and running, and Hamish looks like he's got a nice little jump into turn 1. Everyone's staying nice and clean through 1 and 2. And Hamish and Josh have definitely cleared out, and everyone has made it through lap 1 without an incident. But in saying that, Brenton Henderson, Denny G may have had an incident. We may just go back and check. Oh yes, bit of a buff up there between Brenton and Denny, but we'll go back live to the action now, and we can see them still out, and we are under caution. Looks like Joy Schultz may have had a bit of a boo-boo to bring out the caution tonight. Caution's definitely out there before. It's happened in front of him, so we might just check out and see if Mark's been involved in this. So no, my mistake, that did bring out the caution, that little altercation. So we'll go back up to the front, and we are still under pace car. This place will go, tonight's race will go one of two ways. We'll either have a short spurt of cautions early in the race, and then it'll settle down, or everyone will just settle down now that they've had their first little ding dong, and keep on our merry way. You see Brenton Hobbs there, Brenton Henderson getting caught up in pit lane as the guys come past. So he's been down and probably tried to get some fast repairs done, and unfortunately he's going to end up a lap down because they've closed the pit lane as they come through turns 3 and 4. So the lights are still on the pace car or pace truck. So so that they go out, and we will go green again next time by. Might jump on board and take the first lap with Josh, I think. You would just hear on that restart, Josh get a bit of wheel spin and jump off the gas and let it spool back up and back onto the gas again. And under caution again, so we'll go back and see if we can I don't know what's brought that out, because there's been nothing register. So see a few guys out in pit lane, Joy in the pit lane, Brad Fenley in pit lane. It'd be interesting to I think he's probably going to get some more work done on his truck. Joy's up on the jacks. Michael Campbell, the lucky dog, so he'll come back around to join the rear of the field and pick up his lap again. You can see Kobe Jordan there just in front of him in the 080 purple machine. Might have to start calling the purple people eater. Looks like he's been mixed up in a little bit. His nose is a little bit pushed in. Just see if this is quickly, if this is the incident here that brought out that last caution. Jai's looks like Jai's just slowed down for some reason, but not sure why. We'll go back live now. So these boys are definitely trying to come in the pit lane there every lap and get some work done on their car, on their truck, trying to get it back into race condition. But they've got to be very careful. They've got to get out before the field comes past. So Brenda Henderson is the only person a lap down at the moment. So jump back up the front, so we will go green this time by again on lap 15. Then we'll see if Hamish can get the jump again, or Josh on the outside will get a good jump. Got Paul Drady in there behind him and Steve Dubb on the inside. And you see Steve Dubb just get a wheel spin there and the truck absolutely go nowhere. So Hamish back out in front. Josh Micklemore, Stevie Williams, Paul Drady, Simon Heddershield there in the 053 red machine. Ruben Phelps is up there in 6th. Sean Dookie in the orange machine. In 7th, Perry Akanakis in the 144 machine. In 8th, Kai Turner in 10th. 9th, and Nigel Patton from Pinnacle Esports having a good run at the moment and up into 10th. So everyone is starting to settle down, let's hope. Might have a jump back here to Carl. Carl's surrounded by an angry mob back there. So a few damaged trucks still out there, and you see some big damage on the left hand side of Mark Smith's car. We'll jump back up the front. Hamish is still got a nice lead out there in front. And yeah, Josh Sharp still there battling for second with Stephen Williams. Paul Drady there starting to come under fire from Ruben Phelps, and that's the battle for 4th and 5th. So Ruben will want to try and get in front of Paul and start to squeeze up onto the guys at front. We'll jump back and have a look at Matty Ray. Matty Ray, the quiet achiever, he's there in 13th spot with Denny G and Norman Clark just in front of him. So that's the battle for 11th, 12th and 13th. And Lachlan Urquio behind him there battling, trying to join into the battles also. So nice little run here. Again, we're seeing nice little battles right throughout the field, and it's hard to decide where to look. And we can see that Ruben has got past Paul Rady up here. So now Ruben is up in the fourth. Down the back here with Michael Campbell, Kobe Jordan and Joy Schultz having a nice little battle. Some heavy damage there on the rear of the Michael Campbell machine, the 619. We might work our way back through. Bradley Mays there with Brad Finley. Carl, we just caught Carl just in time to see him go around. So that has brought out the caution. And unfortunately, he may end up staying a lap down for that. We'll go back and have a look. No, it's not going to show me. So we can just see there, Carl's come around mid-track and just the rear end stepped out on him and parked him on the inside ripple strip against the fence. So Carl's in the pit lane to get some repairs done on that 65 Toyota. Again, you can see in the background there, Kobe Jordan in pit lane. Definitely looking to get some repairs done. Good evening, Sarah, and welcome to another entertaining night of racing by the looks of it. So we still have Hamish Gallagher, Josh Mickelmore, Stevie Williams, Simon Heddershield, Sean Dookie, Perry Akanakis, Nigel Patton, Norm Clark, and Joy Schultz now up into 9th spot with Paul Drady rounding out the 10. And the quiet man, achiever, Matty Ray sitting in 11th. So, and again another good run by Matty Ray to get up to close to the top 10 early. And green again, and again Hamish has got that great start, but Stevie Dubb is right on his bumper and gets through on the low line in front of Josh Mickelmore. So a great start there from Stevie Dubb. Now we'll probably see Steve try and push Hamish a little bit, but Hamish being a two-time champion, I believe, he's not going to get rattled very easily in these trucks. And just go back and have a look at Simon there. Everyone's behaving themselves. Everyone's very quickly jumping down to a single file behind these leaders. And hopefully we can have a good, nice, long green run. So we're coming around to start lap 36 of 130. So while we've got a nice little battle here, we might jump on board with Simon Heddershed and see him go for a ride with him for a couple of laps and see how he fares with Sean Durkee in front of him. So we can definitely see a couple of different lines there between Simon and Sean. We might jump back outside and we can see behind him Perry Akanakis in the 144 closing in and definitely starting to put a little bit of pressure on Simon. Just take that back here, and very, very angry pack back here. That's from around 10 all the way back to about 18th there, so very angry pack. Nigel getting a little bit wide and up into the wall there. Josh Schultz having a run down the outside against the wall. But both Ruben and Kyle has been able to get under him, and Lachlan will definitely try and do the same move down into turns 1 and 2. And we see that inside line just working that fraction better than that outside. The danger there is that inside front tyre and the outside putting a lot of load on the right side, and we can see Kai Turner just getting under Norman Clark here, and Ruben will follow him through. So now that moves Kai up into 9th spot and Ruben into 10th. They are definitely on a hurry up. I think that last stop they may have taken some tyres, and Ruben's been able to stick the nose down on the inside of Kai, who will get the better run. It's neck and neck, so Ruben prevails there, and Kai jumping down in behind to stop Lockie getting a run on through the turns. Might jump back up the front here and see what Hamish is doing. Hamish is just put Greg Spencer lap down. So right at the moment we've still got 21 cars on the lead lap, but it won't be long before Hamish gets to the back of Mr. Campbell in that Golden Octopus gold truck. Again, it's another great foundation. Brett's done the right thing. He's moved down to the low line, and he would have said over the radio, "Yeah, go high, Hamish. It's all yours. I'm not going to fight you." So the next person for Hamish to get is our man Carl Whitty. So he's now, as I said, back in the seat. He's had his little operation and on his back, and he's been telling us that now he can actually feel his left leg. So that's a nice one when you can do that, and you can use your clutch pedal again. You can just see there those 3 cars in front of Carl concentrating on Kobe. Kobe's nose is very pushed up. It's not so bad here where you're not aero dependent, but you definitely don't want to get that squashed too much, otherwise you'll do some damage to your radiator and oil cooling and different things. So yeah, definitely don't want to be doing too much damage there. Jump back up, and Hamish is nearly on the back of these guys, so we'll watch and see how he gets through there. Josh Micklemore is back in the 2nd spot, so that's a nice one for Josh. We see Hamish down the inside of the 127 car of who is that? Jack Barrett. The lap cars behaved themselves there and didn't get into Hamish's way at all. Stevie Dove there in kind of sort of no man's land in 3rd spot, and Josh is now starting to come back up on the back of these guys that Hamish has just got past. So it's Hamish is about to start lap 64, so Oh, Kobe a little bit of a lock break there going into one. It's a hard thing on a short track where these guys are still battling for position themselves, but they've got to be wary of the leaders coming through and not getting in the road of anyone. I do believe that looks like Sean Dookie in pit lane. Yes, Sean Dookie's in pit lane. Now the problem with pitting on the green here, you're probably going to end up 2 or 3 laps down, if not more, depending on what you do in your service bay. We just keep an eye on him for the moment. See, very heavily damaged both down the right side, across the nose, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's probably carrying some damage down the left side too. So he's taken rights and he's decided to sit there and get some damage repaired. Meanwhile, back out front, Hamish has now got a 3.3 second gap over Josh, and then it's a further 5 seconds back to 5 second gap back to Stevie Williams. Danny G, after have been mixed up in that early one, has made his way up to 4th, and behind Danny G is Simon Heddershire. Paul Drady's back up in the 6th, and Ruben Phelps right behind Paul in 7th. Again, Lachlan Urquio in 8th, and Kai Turner in 9th. And this battle is still going on for this group, but they've been able to spread themselves out just that little bit. Back under caution. Looks like Kobe Jordan may have had an incident here. We'll go back and see if we can pick it up. Oh yes, he's done well to keep that off the inside wall, but unfortunate, he's brought out the caution. You see there, it's just stepped out on him. Got on the gas a little bit too hard, and that's just turned the rear end around. So Hamish Josh in pit lane, Stevie Dub in pit lane. So anyone in that top 10 by the looks of it has just about come into pit lane. Take some boots and as I said, a splash of fuel, and they'll be good to get home. Yeah, it definitely hasn't been Cobe's week. Like last week, he had a hard time on the circuit ovals, and he's not starting off a good way for him again tonight, Sarah. So let's hope his fortunes turn around quick. I know how hard he works over the three leagues, so let's hope he can start having some good results. But this has given Jai Schultz, well, had the lead, but he's coming gone into pit lane there, so Hamish will retake the lead. Back into the restart zone, and Hamish has got the foot down. Another great start by Hamish. Again, Stevie Dove has just gotten that wheel spin. Denny G sticking to the outside, trying to get the run. A little bit of a push there for Ruben. That almost sees him into the side of Danny G. And behind Ruben is his team boss, Matty Ray, deciding to rub some panels with Simon Headshield on the outside there for 6th and 7th. Again, Simon's just giving him a touch-up. Matty Ray thought better of it. Hang out and try and get another run on him a little bit later. But we see again further back, just behind Perry, Kai Turner starting to close in. Again, this is an angry little bunch of guys. We've got Brad Finley in there, Bradley Hayes, Mark Smith, Norman Clark, and we are back under caution. Looks like it may have been on Jack Barrett. We'll see if we can pick it up here in the replay. Looks like he's just slowed down. Don't like doing this, but we'll reverse it and see what's happened. So by the look of it, he's just come out of pit lane and hasn't been able to get back up to speed. So it's brought a caution out. So we're just about ready to go back to green flag again. And we're back green racing. And again, Hamish has got a blistering start. But this time Hamish definitely hasn't got it all his own way. Josh Micklemore is right on his tail this time. So, and we can see in the background there, Ruben and Danny G having a great ding-dong battle there for 4th and 5th. So we've got 40 laps left to go now. Is anyone brave enough to that's tuning in to have a guess on who it's going to be? That'll take. I kind of sort of say Hamish is the favourite, but anything can happen, especially on the short tracks. All you got to do is get mixed up with someone's mistake, and that's it. The night's over. Jump back here and have a look in the backfields a little bit. Again, Kobe Jordan been able to get back onto the lead lap. He is the last man on the lead lap. Oh, that's a big one there from Paul Drady. I just seen the smoke and him drop down. He's been into the war heavily. We'll see if we may have picked it up here. So no, that's Sean for some reason slowing down. So we'll go back live and we see him now in the pits, and we are under caution. Oh, see the reason for the caution. Josh has come out of turn 4 and put his foot down a little bit too hard, and it's stepped out on him. Oh, and it's a terrible place to try and turn the truck around. So Josh has gone from 2nd place right to the rear of the field. He's now down in 19th position. So we'll run through the top 5, top 10. Hamish Gallagher in 1st. Stevie Dubb in 2nd in the 98. Danny G 3rd in the 24. Ruben Phelps 4th in the 06. Simon Hedershide in the 053. Matty Ray in the number 83 truck. Lachlan Urklio in the 42 in 7th. Perry Akinakis in 8th. Kai Turner in 10th, and good to see Brad Finley up there in the top 10. And Nigel Patton, after his bit of an unlucky run early on, has made himself back up into 11th. So some good running there by guys. good good recoveries by some drivers. Yeah, Sarah, this place is a real tricky, because of the cement and the asphalt, you've got two different heats in the track, um, and yeah, it's not a place I like. I definitely don't like coming here, um, and racing, but some of the guys really enjoy it. So we will go racing this time by as they go down the back stretch there, as we can see. Comes through the middle of the turn 3, back on the main straight, and we're away. And again, Stevie Dubb just gets that truck to break loose at the rear end, and this is going to give Denny G the chance to get up in the second now. Might just go back and keep an eye on Ruben, because he really stuck the nose up there and tried to get in front underneath Simon. You can see there Matty Ray just touching the wall, having a great battle with Kai Turner. And Josh has done really well, because he's already back up into 11th spot, so he will have steam coming out of his ears and will be wanting to be back up that pointy end. With 28 laps to go, he's definitely going to have a fight on his hand, because he's got some drivers in front of him that ain't going to make it easy for him. But again, back up the front, we can see Hamish now out to nearly a second gap over Denny G, with Stephen Williams almost a half a second again back. Jump back here with Simon Hedershed. He's having a great season this year. The races that he's turned up for, he's definitely done a great service to himself by sticking out there and completing most of them. So I know Ruben is coming off a great result from last night in the supercars, and he will be looking to move up some more spots. Now have Josh Mickelmore up into 8th position. Jump back up the front here, and we can see Hamish really got a nice little lead, starting to come up on the back of Kobe Jordan again, and unfortunately that will put Kobe a lap down again once Hamish gets past him. It's an up and down night for Kobe. He's been 2 laps down. He's fought his way back up to be on the lead lap, but unfortunately it looks like he may end up going a lap down again before this race is out. His partner in crime, Joyce Schultz, is now up in the 14th spot after sitting down the back couple for a lot of the race. So Joy is actually trying to get a move on too. Unfortunately, I think Joy may run out of laps before he can get too much further up the field, because again, some tough drivers in front of him that ain't going to make it easy. As you can see, Norman Clark swaps back down to the low line. Oh, and Simon has had a whoops. So, not a good night for these guys that are up the front. We'll go back and have a look and see what happened there to Simon. I think he may have just got on the gas a bit hard. Oh, no, he's got tangled up with Lachlan. Go back and have another look at this. Simon's, yeah, unfortunate. I don't know if Lockie got a touch from Josh there, but nevertheless, it was 3-1 don't go, and both Simon and Lachlan are tangled, and unfortunately, that's the result. Yeah, Sarah, unfortunately, Brad's back down in 20th position and 18 laps to go. I don't know if he'll be able to do anything. And we can see there our man Carl Whitty being the lucky dog and being waved around to rejoin the lead lap. And see some damaged vehicles out here tonight. I don't. Hamish and Stevie Dubb may be the only ones that are in this front group that hasn't got any damage. Doesn't look like Ruben has. But we'll go back up to the front because I think they'll safety lights will go out this time by. Yes, so we will go back to green flag racing with 15 laps to go. You can see Denny G's truck looking very second hand. So, who will it be? Hamish or Denny G that gets a good run? Hamish has been able to get those starts really good tonight. So, let's see what happens here. And again, he's got a blistering start. And again, Stevie Dubb has had the wheel spin up on him a little bit. And that's given Ruben a chance to get around the outside. But Stevie Dubb has hung hard. And we can see Josh Mickelmore up there. I know he'll be liking to get up there in the third place to make it a 1-2-3 for Mitch Motorsports. But unfortunately there's a DPR car truck there and a SRM guy that is going to have something to say about it. And back under caution again. It looks like what's happened here? Don't know what's happened. Nothing's come up showing Kobe may have been involved in something there. So we'll have a quick look. Can't see it. Or maybe this group in front. Oh, Kai Turner there in the outside wall. See if we can find it here. Concentrate on Kai for a minute. Oh yeah, you can see there. Unfortunate. Three into one just does not go. Oh, I'm not going to say a word. That's up for the stewards to decide on that one. But yeah, I think one or two people may have something to answer for there. But as I said, it's not for me to judge. So we'll probably go back racing with 9 laps to go. So it'll be interesting to see. At the moment, Hamish is getting those blistering starts, and everyone else just doesn't seem to be up to those starts. We might have to have a word. Well, we will have a word with Hamish post race and see if we can get his little secret out from him for those great starts. So the lights are out on the safety car, and we should be going back green this time by, and it will be 7 laps to go. So a nice little heat race to finish the night off. And again, Hamish has just got that great start, and Denny G slots straight into second place with Stevie Dubb in third. But Ruben's definitely going to have a look, and same with Josh. There will be no holding back for these last 7 laps. 6 laps now as we cross the strike. You can see Josh trying to put Ruben off and get that nose down on the inside of the 06. And we are under caution. I'll see if looks like Simon may have had an incident there. Nope, he's just for some reason the truck has not taken off. Just follow him around and see if he does end up in the wall anywhere. Nope. So that's what it's saying is that Simon has brought that caution out. So I'd say it was just for him driving slow, and we are back with the leader. We may even see us head to overtime here. Just depends on how quick they can sort themselves out. So be interesting. Paul Drady, our lucky dog, and back onto the lead lap. No. So I would say we are heading for overtime. So a green-white checker, I believe. So pace car is in, hopefully for the last time this tonight, and we will see what happens here. Hamish again, another great start by him, and straight away Mitch is Danny G is down there to cover him off. Some backwards and forwards. So we have the white flag. And we will see Hamish Gallagher take the win. And they've all settled themselves down, so we can see in the background Lachlan spinning, so let's hope it's to see he can get across and take the checkered flag. So the finishing order is Hamish Gallagher from his teammate Denny G and Stephen Williams in third. So I will bring up the results. So there you have it. For Richmond tonight, we have Hamish Gallagher from Mitch Motorsports in first, Danny G, Mitch Motorsports second, Stephen Williams, DPR third, Ruben Phelps fourth, fifth, Josh Mickelmore, Matty Raymond in sixth, Norman Clark in seventh, eighth is Mark Smith, ninth, Jai Schultz, Kai Turner in 10th. Across the page we have Brad Finley in 11th, Lachlan Urquio, as you could see in the background, he had an incident out of 4 for the final lap. Brett Campbell up in the 13th, Simon Hederscheid up in the 14th, Kobe Jordan up in the 15th, good recovery there by Kobe, Michael Campbell in 16th, Perry Akinakis down in 17th, Brendan Henderson 18th, 19th Bradley Mays, 20th Paul Drady, and over the page 21st Carl Whitty, Nigel Patton, 23rd Sean Dookie, Jack Barrett, and Brent Hobbs was out very early, so unfortunate for him. So we will close that down, and we are just waiting on the guys to come in into the green room. So we have Stephen Williams there. I might pull him up and waste no time, and we'll get these interviews underway. Mr. Williams, congratulations, mate, on third place tonight. Yeah, it seemed to be a really good race. I'm just checking here to see if we got some sound coming through from you. No, we have lost sound from. Just let me see if we can modify this and. All right, we'll try that, Steve. No, doesn't look like it's going to work. Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, having sound issues, and we're not getting any sound through our race broadcast booth yet again. I don't think we're going to be able to do the interview, Steve, unfortunately, mate. I'll bring the other boys up so they can just hear what's going on. It saves me having to repeat. Sorry, boys, we're having sound issues from Discord again. And ladies and gentlemen, I do have all three of the drivers up here. And I will say congratulations to all three. Hamish, absolute blinder starts and restarts tonight. And just a great race all around. Denny G, great fight back from you. Been down the back for a lot of the race and come through. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, I do apologise that Gremlin is back in our application of sound capture. You can hear me, you can hear the trucks on the racetrack, but unfortunately we're not getting any sound through the guys' mics in the broadcast booth, so that is something that I will have to go back and recheck again. Boys, again, congratulations. Sorry that we can't give your shout outs and have an in-depth conversation with you boys, but next week we're across to Kansas. I know a lot of you boys there will be looking to get back on the 1.5 milers, and it should be a bit of fun again. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will end the broadcast here. So, I do apologise that we are having the sound issue yet again. Last on Saturday night it worked perfect, and then again tonight it has found its way back. But stay tuned. Wednesday and Thursday we are back over on Performance E Streaming with the ANZCAR Thunder Series and Cup Series, and that is definitely heating up in the championship there. So from me, I will say good night, and we'll talk to you again very soon, and thanks for tuning in.